Let's continue our journey with 6.2.1 autotrophic nutrition. Carbon and energy requirements of the autotrophic organism are fulfilled by photosynthesis. It is a process by which autotrophs take in substances from the outside and convert them into stored forms of energy, like plants, trees. They take carbon dioxide and water from outside of the environment in the presence of sunlight, and with the help of chlorophyll, they convert it into stored forms of energy. So first they convert it into carbohydrate or glucose, CCH12O6. Then they store it in the forms of starch and the extra energy. So whenever they convert, they form carbohydrate or glucose, they use it immediately. But whatever the remains remain, they store it as a starch. That starch converts into fruit, and we eat that fruit. That means we are eating starch. Then, we will discuss that. So, let's continue. This matter is taken in the form of carbon dioxide and water, which is converted into carbohydrates in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Carbohydrates are utilized for providing energy to the plant. We will study how this takes place in the next section. This is the carbohydrates which are not used immediately as stored in the form of starch, which is has the internal energy reserve to be used as and when required of the plant. A somewhat similar situation is seen in us, where some of the energy derived from the food we eat is stored in our body in the form of glycogen. We eat a lot of food, but we can't use it wholly. Partially we use it, and all the remaining energy doesn't go anywhere because of the law that energy cannot be destroyed. Energy can't be destroyed or formed. Energy can be created or destroyed, like the mass that can be created or destroyed. That is also energy can be created or destroyed by this is interlinked by the formula E equal to mc square h E stands for energy, and mass m for mass, and c for velocity, speed of velocity of light. So that's in science, but I'm going to say that energy, you said energy, so energy can be created or be destroyed. So this energy, extra energy of our body is stored as glycogen. It is stored in our body like glycogen. Where it is stored, we will study that. Here it is given the equation of photosynthesis 6CO2. This is a balanced equation, but if we normally say that, then this is CO2 plus H2O in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, 6H12O6 glucose plus O2 plus H2O. But if we balance this, we get this 6CO2 plus 2H2O in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, 0H2. This. Right. 6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O. If we balance this, you know how to balance this. Okay. In the first chapter, let us now see what actually happens during the process of photosynthesis. The following events occur during the process. What are the events? Absorption of light energy by the chlorophyll, obviously conversion of light energy to chemical energy, and splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. Yes. So here it is light energy to chemical energy. The light energy obtained from the sunlight. The sunlight contains photons. And one interesting fact I want to share with you, like that is, all the plants can be grown up in artificial light also, because every light has photons in it. The photons are a type of energy. Okay, so sunlight has a higher amount of photons than the artificial lights, but our artificial lights can also be created like this. They have a similar number of photons like sunlight. So when the sunlight falls on leaves, so the energy energy from photons reflect over it, or no. Okay, the photons get dismissed with the leaves, and the energy is created in this way. Then what happens? The water molecules obtained from roots will be splitted into hydrogen oxygen. You know that the water formula is H2O. So the water molecules will be converted to hydrogen oxygen. First will be the first process. So we are not calculated. So after comparison, I will tell you. Okay. Then reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates or glucose. So 3 steps I am going to repeat it to you. First of all, absorption of light energy by chlorophyll present in chloroplast in the leaves and in the cells and the sunlight that is appearing from the sunlight. Then conversion of a chemical energy, light energy to chemical energy, and then splitting of water molecules into hydrogen, oxygen, and the last process. The last process tells us that the reducing of carbon dioxide into carbohydrates or glucose. So these 3 steps do not take place one after the other immediately. For example, resin plants take up carbon dioxide at night and prepare an intermediate which is acted upon by the energy absorbed by the chlorophyll during the day. The desert plants take up carbon dioxide at night. You remember it. So the energy, first of all, the first point is the resin plants take up carbon dioxide at night. Then the energy absorbed by the chlorophyll during the day. This is acted upon an intermediate which is prepared by the resin plants. Okay. This is the meaning. Let's see how each of the components of the above reaction are necessary for photosynthesis. If you carefully observe a cross section of a leaf under the microscope, you will notice that some cells contain green dots. These green dots are called cell organelles or chloroplast, which control chlorophyll. Let us do an activity which demonstrates that chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. For this activity, you need to take you may require a potted plant with variegated leaves, for example, money plant or cottons. I will put the video in the description. You can watch it out. Now let us study how the plant obtains carbon dioxide. In class 9 we had talked about stomata. Stomata, the pores, which are tiny pores present in the surface of the leaves, masking amounts of gaseous exchange takes place in the leaves through these pores for the purpose of photosynthesis. Even for the purpose of photosynthesis, we require carbon dioxide and oxygen. So massive gases also takes place with these. But it is important to note here that the exchange of gases occurs across the surface of stems, roots, and leaves as well. Yes. Not only leaves, the exchange of gases occurs. The exchange of gases also occurs through stems and roots. Since large amounts of water can also be lost through this stomata, the plant closes these pores when it does not need carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. How does this work? Yeah, this is the function for the opening of stomata. For the opening of stomata and the closing of stomata is maintained by guard cells. All the guard cells. That's a cell organelles. So then water fills with the guard cells. Then they swallow and they expand and open this stomata pore, and then they sink. Then they close the stomata pore, and water we evaporated or transpired. The transpiration, the process is called transpiration. You may have read it in class 6 or 7. very easy one. The class 6 and 7 science. Question little bit difficult. No problem. We can understand and remember our what? Three idiots in the film. 3 idiots. We can fool our hurt, like saying that all is okay, all is well, all is well. And if you saying that all is well, that's why I'm going to do a long trick to fool your heart and do everything you can. You want. All is well, all is well, all is well. 3 times or 4 times you can ask for a choice. So here it is the written that the same the opening and closing of the Fourier function of the guard cells. The guard cells when water flows into them, causing the stomach to open. Similarly, the pore closes if the guard cells shrink. This is activity 6.2 in your textbook. I will also put the video in the description. You can watch it out there. So far we have talked about how autotrophs meet their energy requirements. But they also need other raw materials for building their body. Water in photosynthesis is taken up from the soil by the roots in terrestrial plants. Other materials such like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and magnesium are taken up from the soil. You know that farmers put in NPK. The NPK full form is nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus. NPK. K means phosphorus. Nitrogen is essential element used in the synthesis of proteins and other compounds. This is taken up in the form of inorganic nitrates or nitrites, or it is taken up as organic compounds which have been prepared by bacteria from nitrogen. Certain bacteria there, like Rhizobium bacteria, that is present in legumes. So they convert atmospheric nitrogen into nitrites. Okay, nitrates or nitrates, inorganic. Okay, not the form of carbon. Then it is used by the plant. So, what is the type of mode of nutrition it is using? Yes, we can say that it is a parasitic mode of nutrition. Yeah, parasitic mode of nutrition in stock. So, thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe, like our channel, like the video. Do subscribe the channel for getting more videos like this. Up to the next video. Thanks and goodbye.